Hey guys, this is Jordan with QuickMEP, and today I'm going to be showing you our generative design tool for commercial electrical systems in Revit. I'll be using this 5-story office building as an example, and you can see that I've set it up as a linked model with some mechanical and plumbing equipment located in the other models for demonstration. I've opened the electrical model because we're going to be doing electrical work for this building here. So let's go over to the Add-ins tab and open up QuickElectrical. It'll take a second to automatically synchronize with the architecture and the loads in the model. Now you can see the different functionality modules that the tool contains. Let's click on Edit Spaces to see all the spaces that were detected through the architectural link. Click on the Edit Loads button to verify that all the equipment from the mechanical and plumbing module was pulled in correctly. Now that we've verified all that information, let's go ahead and click on the Equipment Layout button. This is going to prompt you with some information about the building that's necessary for running electrical load calculations. Utility voltages available at the site location, power per square foot for receptacles, lighting, and equipment. It defaults all of these values to what's defined in the National Electric Code and the Energy Code. So let's continue to place the equipment. You're going to start to notice equipment being placed automatically into the building. Our tool is finding the electrical rooms in the building and placing the necessary distribution equipment into them. You'll also notice that it's placing overcurrent protective devices on all of the mechanical and plumbing equipment. It's using parameters inside of those families to size these protective devices. It's also utilizing the Revit API to do these operations that a person would normally do from the Revit user interface. Finally, it's going to create circuits between all of the equipment and tag all of the equipment on the floor plan. You can see that in making the design, it actually considered 3,071 different design options and selected this one as the most efficient. Now let's head over to the OneLine module to get a better idea of the design that was created. Click through these different drawing style options and click the button to export your OneLine diagram to a drafting view. You can see that this is a pretty standard layout for an office building with risers to each floor. I'll expand the system browser here where you can see the Revit circuits that have been created. Some short circuit analysis tools are able to export these connections, so it's useful for keeping track of all the connections and not having to rebuild your system when you want to do the short circuit analysis. It is always the electrical engineer's responsibility to verify that all the calculations were done correctly and that all of these model elements were sized per the code. At this point, the engineer should click on the Analyze Edit button. From here, we can click on any of these two-dimensional elements and see a power breakdown at that piece of equipment. This also shows the values for connected load, demand load, and power factor. You can click to see the different diversification functions straight out of the electrical codebook. We can also zoom in here and click on these risers to see the cabling and the voltage drop on those feeders. Let's go back to the main menu and explore the rest of the functionality. Our tool has made estimates for how many circuits are going to be needed based off the square footage and usage of the space. Let's export some branch panel schedules to see exactly what circuits it's estimating for those spaces. These are right in Excel, so you can click through them or print them out to check for accuracy. You can also export distribution schedules here, pretty similar to the branch panel schedules, but just another way to check out all the connections and logic that's going on behind the scenes. The final piece of functionality here is the bill of materials export, where you can see all of the pricing information for every piece of equipment. This would be used in case your client wants a more granular breakdown of all the pricing that's going to be going on for construction. I can show you what some of the floor plans look like now with the equipment tagged on the plan. So to summarize, the purpose here is to use this as a jumping off point for your projects and to save time getting your models set up. This takes advantage of the Revit API to get your distribution system set up and to get all your voltage definitions input, and all of this is modifiable once it's done, so it gives the user full control over the final design. But hopefully it saves you some time getting your project set up. Thanks for watching.